live. So, I know a lot of you have been waiting for a Zorastar to come out and make some metaphysical comments. You know, my symbiotic entity that I got, transdimensional entity that I picked up when I was a teenager down at a place called Montaigne. But he gives me insight. But the other guy that gives me really good insight into metaphysical matters is this guy called Morg on YouTube, and he's on Facebook. And he's got this cult of personality called the Hyperions. Now, if you haven't heard of the Hyperions yet, or haven't checked out Morg, he's this guy. He's got shaved eyebrows and bleached blonde hair, long hair, and he's a sword swallower. He's a pretty interesting dude. I mean, he's kind of freaky. You know, if you come from a Christian background, he's kind of freaky. But if you're a New Ager, he's just a regular old interesting guy. But he put out a video today, just a little while ago. I just watched about is this world hell or heaven? And I know you guys have been waiting for me to put out something metaphysical, and I intend to do more metaphysical, in-depth spirituality videos here in the near future. I just need some inspiration for them, you know, like to watch a video like Morg just put out. But I'll leave the link to his video so you can get what he says about this earth being hell and the existence we live in. But I like to kind of translate to you what basically he's talking about. So we basically exist in a transdimensional reality, a 3D of 3D physicalness, of electromagnetic duality. Okay, that means there's a positive side to the universe and a negative side to the universe. If you could look at the universe back up and look at the universe as a scale model, it would look like an oblong magnet with magnetic fields. You know, or each individual galaxy represents this magnetic field in one state or another. It's always in a constant state of fluctuation ever since the Big Bang. And so we live in a state of either unity or separation. And the Indians had ages for this. And the worst age, the darkest age, the Kali Yuga, is the age we live in now, the hell part of it all. So basically, we're living in hell, the physical, the most 3D you can get out of all humanity's ages that we've been going through. And this kind of gets into the Aztec calendar too, and the Incan calendar. But hey. But my neighbor's trying to swat birds with a broom. But so there's my black cat. He's coming to eat. He's way over there. But anyway, so we exist in you know, a state of flux, constantly changing throughout thousands of years cycles. And basically, we exist now in the most hellish state of it in the Kali Yuga, or in the transitioning time of the calendar of the Incas and Aztecs. So you know, and this state is of extreme love or extreme hate. And the Big Bang. Before the Big Bang, it was a state of unity. state of oneness, completion. And when the Big Bang happened was the beginning of separation, the beginning of hell. Separation, total separation is total hate and is hell. And total oneness, total unity is complete, is heaven. So we're here to make this world into heaven, because it is hell. I mean, fucking look around you right now. It's total hell. Everything is in chaos, and without humanity to bring normalcy or some sort of structure to the whole thing, it would just go out of control, and nature would take over. Nature takes over everything, but it's still, nature would be secluded to this planet until asteroid hit it, split off chunks, and send it out into the space and hit another planet, and panspermia, would happen. As panspermia does happen. So my theory is that viruses are created in space, in space water areas, where there's areas of water in space, and a lot of pressure and electromagnetism, and it creates enzymes and amino acids and the things necessary for the building blocks of life, and it forms bacteria and viruses, and so as asteroids pass through that area and pick up these things, they take them to distant reaches of the universe, or galaxies, and each galaxy is unique in its life forms, probably, or might be super similar, but we don't know. There could be metallic life forms, there could be life forms that are gaseous, from a solid state to a gaseous state, from a hot state to a cold state. There could be all sorts of different life forms. Us in this physical flesh is kind of like a perfect balance of all of it, because we exist in a sort of a mediocre temperature and state of being. We're semi-solid. We're mostly made of water, though. I mean, our bodies are mostly made of water, and everything exists as a vibration. It's a vibrational frequency in this electromagnetic duality that we exist in. So to get to closer to unity, closer to a heaven on earth, we have to try and become one, trying to be together and work together, instead of this whole separation thing that's going on right now. This whole keep 6 feet away and wear a mask and all this shit. How does this hell on earth pertain to what's going on right now? And I'll tell you, what's going on right now is not a good thing. Separation is not good, because then you develop these individual cells of viruses and stuff like that, and then when you do get back into a communal state, then you've got more diseases and stuff to worry about on an epic scale. Trust me, that's just the way things are going to work out if we continue to not develop herd immunity like Sweden has. So, now the WHO is praising Sweden for the way it handled the coronavirus, but it did exactly the opposite of what the WHO wanted everybody to do, is separate and create this economic catastrophe, which a few people have profited from majorly. And I'm talking massive profits, guys. You know, these folks have raked in billions of dollars on the backs of the world working population. And they all work together to make this happen, I believe. This whole thing was planned, if not planned for 2,000 years, you know. These entities that are behind this, you know, and when we exist in a reincarnated state. We come back. We don't die and go to heaven or hell, because this physical place here is hell, or it can be heaven if we make it that way. But we're in the Kali Yuga right now. You know, we're in the hellish state of existence right now. We have to work our way out of it. So to work our way towards a Star Trek type civilization, you know. But when you die, you come back, or you ascend into the unity. Um, fucking, you don't. There is no heaven. There is no hell. You know, there's not a special place you go when you die, because I can show you plenty of evidence that when somebody dies, their spirit or their soul goes somewhere to be reincarnated, and their spirit is left here on this physical plane, or dissolves into the surrounding energies. Because I can show you plenty of ghost evidence and and paranormal things, you know, that'll make you shit your pants, that'll make you believe. There's plenty of evidence out there that some people, say some people don't dissolve into the ether when they die. They stay here, and some of them stay here for an awful long time, and some of them decide to dissolve into the ether, you know, and go their own path, or if they follow their soul into the next body. It's like some of these kids being born that recall their past lives. You know, that's an instance of the spirit and the soul reincarnating together. But usually they separate upon death. I know this is pretty deep for a lot of you guys, but just bear with me, you know. But the fucking Kali Yuga, yeah, we're in hell. I take you around and show you my garden and do a little. This is the unplanted garden. We've got to plant it. And you know, we exist in a state of life and of death and birth. So we do exist in a duality, you know. There's growth, and then there's the decomposition period, you know, which that's in a state of. It's almost ready to plant. It needs to dry up. It's been raining here. And my other garden's got stuff growing in it, the pole beans and some squashes and some other things, cucumbers growing. And then I've got a lot of almond. That's a pear tree right there. Got lots of pears, and that's an almond tree. And I got lots of almonds, and there's another almond tree. And there's a plum tree back behind this pear tree, and it's got lots of plums on it. And then there's another, we got 3 almond trees. There's another almond tree over there. So there's 3 almond trees right there in a line, a plum tree, and that little thing in a cage is a fig tree. And there's, I believe that's another maple back there. And I got blueberry bushes over there. And I I don't know what else that tree is. That might be a persimmon tree right closest to the garden there. So, and I've got two trees up front. I don't know. I can't remember what those are. I'm not really good at remembering shit, you guys. Not anymore. I used to have a really large vocabulary when I was a teenager and stuff. But here's my water lilies, and then I got some. Those purple flowers haven't bloomed yet, but I'll show you them uh, when they do bloom. But there's a water lily. Those water lilies they grow. Oh, here's some pretty purple flowers. My mom's a gardening freak. She's turned me into a gardening freak. So, I like to get out and do stuff in the yard sometimes. But mostly she's out here working her ass off. And we do all the weeding and the tilling, garden tilling and lawn mowing for her. She's not able to do all that heavy work. So we do all the heavy work, and she does everything else. There's my black cat, Brutus, and there's Ringtail. Tina went under the gazebo there. But no, I mean, we exist in a state of fluctuation at all times. It's really hard to say where anyone is at any given period of time, because things change in an instant. You all know that. Things can go positive to negative in a matter of a split second. It could be sunny one minute and fucking tornado blow through the next minute. You never know. And in this day and age, fucking anything can happen. But I'm just wanting to say, we exist in a positive and a negative state of being, and in between. And we exist as a perfect example of being in between energies as 3D humans. And we have to, gnosis is the only way of getting out of this reality, of this 3D planet we're on, escaping, getting our souls off to another part of the universe, is knowledge, gnosis. And all secret societies have been based on gnostic principles. So, and that's what we're living now in the prediction, in the predictions coming true of a gnostic society called Christianity. We exist mainly on that vibrational prediction level that the people have put out over a couple thousand years. Collective unconsciousness uh, will steer the timeline. The events on a timeline. The collective unconsciousness will steer the events on a timeline. And sorry about that. And so we have to come together. We have to come together and group up and organize. And this whole separation thing that they're trying to push on us is fucking evil, guys. It totally goes against the Constitution and our rights. And they've kept us closed down. It's finally time that they're letting us open back up again, but with these preconditions, which are fucking ridiculous. because nothing's going to exist here pretty soon if we don't come together and learn how to be one with each other. And so I just want to end it right there. And you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you later. Peace out, motherfuckers. Mr. Mission Control's out of here.